to that point soon. We get to that point soon where people can visualize why negative energy, negative, be it entity, whatever they want to call it, anything negative can travel through AC. Why can't it travel through AC? And why can it not travel through DC? And that's it. It's just, why can you fit a square in a square and a circle in a circle? Because the motherfuckers fit. That's why they fit. And so once people can see there's a visual, it's not questionable. Get it. Negativity doesn't have a geometrical pattern. And what happens with this negative current, it hits. It's almost.
Yeah, when you were talking about that
the
pattern.
way it travels.
Yes.
It can travel. It can travel on an AC current. It cannot travel on direct current. I mean, it can't get into your space and into your home, into your environment when it's on direct current. But it can when it's on AC because of the jagged edges. In feng shui, they talk about jagged edges and corners are evil. Now, when you hear that shit, you're just like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Evil corners are evil. Now, when we change that up to corners are evil and start saying vibrational frequencies that are jagged and have right angles. So you hear that? Right angles. Negative influence, negative vibration, negative information can travel on it. And it opens, can travel on it, or I should say can get in there. That's a better way to say it, because it cuts into it's almost like cutting into a bag. Cutting into a bag, you got a way to get in and out, right? So negativity can travel on right angles, and AC current has right angles in the jagged movement of up and down. And the reason it can is because it doesn't have geometrical perfection. It doesn't have symmetry. People doesn't have symmetry. Symmetry becomes distorted as the more and more life force goes away, the more and more distorted the pattern is. I can show you those patterns. You can see it's all visual. Everything I'm saying is I can prove it with visual frequencies. And
I think visuals are good.
DC,
you have one already?
I know where to get all the visuals. It's just information I have collected, and so I would just have to create a PowerPoint on it. So as I'm talking, I pop it up. Talk and pop it up. People are like, oh shit, I see it. Okay. What's the AC look like? What does DC current look like? So DC current, they're in waves like this. So when you see it on the pattern, it goes like this, like an ocean wave, right? And AC's up and down, like spikes, real sharp, like a saw, teeth of a saw, right? Up and down, up and down. When the wave, when you look at it from a different angle, it's actually circles going like this. This is from one angle, but when you look at it straight on, it's circular. And these circles are natural vibrations, natural frequency. And that's natural to our nature. And it's natural to our feeling and our vibration. That's why we're in nature. It already has this pattern. It's already natural to us. We fit right in, and it makes us feel good, and it uplifts us. And then when we go in the city, we just feel down. Well, we're getting the shit beat out of our vibration with this, almost like a knife cutting into our field. That's pretty much what that pattern is. And the only way you can do this is by constantly fucking with the field. The Tibetans are always ringing copper bowls, always have chimes. The reason why is because it reorganizes the field in frequential patterns. It reorganizes the field every time that sound comes up. If there's a distortion in the field because it's been hit by negativity, it will distort the field. Negativity distorts the field pattern, the geometrical pattern. And the copper bowls of frequencies, they're so well in tune, they're so balanced that it creates the geometrical patterns in their perfection, and it overrides the negative. It overrides the distortion in the field. This is why they always have it on, to reset the field. But we'll recognize what that field looks like, and we can see it under a ferroscope. Where you put a magnet under a ferroscope, you can see all these rings within rings within rings. There's all this circular, but every geometrical shape imaginable can be in there and fit in there. And so if somebody says, well, there's squares in there and there's triangles in there, but they're multi-dimensional, it's very different. It's very different. It's, how do I explain it? It's patterns within patterns that all fit within circles. I'm going to look for a video where it shows how any pattern can fit within these circles that overlap on one another, which is the tree of life.